Hello everyone. Good morning. I keep forgetting how much noise this mouse makes, so I'll just put it aside. All right. Okay, good morning. Welcome. Let me know what the sound is like. And I'll just be getting this link up on my Instagram. Hi Lane, hello Chris, hi Ivana. I just woke up. Well, to be fair, it's way earlier where you are. I just woke up 2 hours ago. So I think you're up way earlier than me. How do I share the link? Right, and then just find a photo to share with it. So I'm on the last side of the blanket. So really, there's not much more to go. Right. And how's everyone's holiday? I don't know if it's a May holiday everywhere in the world, but a lot of people are on holiday right now, so I hope you're having a good one. I'm going to be taking the next 2 weeks, I think, off. But that's more because my parents are here and my brother. They'll be here next week. They're arriving on Tuesday. Yeah, just like a May holiday. I think in the Netherlands there is a May holiday right now. But I just mean like school holiday, you know. So a lot of parents tend to take time off to be with their kids. And I think here in the UK as well. So we're seeing way more tourists here. So that was funny when we drove down to Edinburgh for last Friday and Saturday. There were a lot of Dutch cars, which was really fun. Yeah, yesterday was a holiday in a lot of countries, except the Netherlands. I always thought like, oh, why does everyone need to have a holiday except us? But then here in Scotland, my partner didn't have the day off yesterday, but he did get a day off, and then he gets to choose if he takes that day off on May 1st or on some other day. Right, so the cable workshop was yesterday. That was fun. Was a lot of fun just figuring out how everything goes in an online workshop. I've taught so many workshops, but I've only taught well, this was my third time teaching an online workshop. Yeah, but it was really nice, and I think I'll be doing more of that. And beforehand, I was a little bit scared because, you know, in real life workshops, I'm able to, you know, look over people's shoulder and say like, oh, okay, well, and you know, help in real time, where that's a little bit more difficult in an online setting. But it was really nice, so I think I'll be doing more of that. My idea is to have a Patreon workshop every month, and the workshop will just be included in the Patreon subscription. Yeah, just as a little bonus for my lovely patron supporters. And yeah, I'm thinking about what to do for the next one. Cable workshop was really fun, so I might do another type of cable, or I might do something else. Hi, morning, Natasha. Just came back from the chiropractor. Oh, I hope everything went fine. What's everyone working on today? Yeah, I'm excited to get back into blanket knitting. Oh, but I really want to show you the kingfisher. But Momo is leaning against me. Momo. I think if I'll stand up, she'll take my chair. She's an opportunist like that. Okay. Let's see if I can reach it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Momo. Oh, some good cracks to be heard. And is it as relieving as it's always like portrayed in movies and series, like crack, and then you're just like, ah, thank you? Or is it like still quite painful? Hello, welcome Maxine. Nice that you're here. Thank you so much. Almost done. Yeah, and last Tuesday I did something else. I did a photo knitting challenge, and here is the finished kingfisher. I left the threads here because I quite like it. Yeah, and I do plan to actually frame it somehow. But yeah, for now, I just put a piece of cardboard inside. Yeah, and I quite like it. So yeah, so I submitted it to the Birders magazine. So we'll see. I think they're including everything that they got as submissions. So so if the magazine gets here, I'll be sure to show you. I'll just put it back here. And it was quite fun to do. I might do another one. It's more for maintenance, so I can keep my pain levels in check and keep my mobility. Okay, that sounds good. I like the cracks. Yeah, they sound like they would be very satisfying. I've never been to a chiropractor, but you know, sometimes I'll just lay in bed and twist, and it'd be like oh, thank you, Lane. Sometimes the cracks scare me, especially the neck cracks. Oh, yeah. And when he does the middle of my back. Maxine says the possibilities of the individual patterns is very, very appealing. Thank you. You mean the ones from the blanket? Because yes, I have been thinking about including some of them in you know, every one of these could be a cowl pattern, could be a sweater, could be a pair of socks. Yeah, I would say the neck cracks are scary too. But, you know, if it helps, why not, right? Yeah, so I'm on the last side of the blanket and I still have quite a bit of yarn left. I estimated that I would need 60 grams, and yeah, I might just need to use a little bit of the second ball. It's me, Mochi. Hello, Adri. Do let me know how to pronounce your name. It's me. Yeah, so I might just be able to use this one ball. Who knows? Oh, and I had a great charity shop find. Oh, what did I say at first? Audrey? Kind of like Audrey Hepburn? Audrey? Or was it the other one? Yes, okay, thank you. So I had a great charity shop find the other day. I painted it. And yeah, I need your help on this. First off, it's not a ball winder, it's a ball unwinder. So, well, this is a bad example because this is a center pull ball, but you can put a yarn ball on this, and then when you're knitting, it unravels like that. Right? So I think these are super fun, and I found it in a charity shop for £2, so it was a steal. But it was just normal wood. Hi, good morning, Annalena. It was just plain wood like this, and I'm in a painting phase. I want to paint everything. I was painting my phone stand, and I just want to paint more things. My boyfriend Tim is always a fan of the natural wood look, and like, for sure I prefer natural wood over like white painted wood or a whitewash, you know. Sure, sometimes it looks really nice, but I do like color and I do like warmth. But I figured this is a small thing, I can just paint this. But the paint that I used is making it kind of sticky. So, and I already varnished it. But now I'm just kind of not sure what to do. I'm not sure if I should sand it and use a different paint, because arguably the paint that I used wasn't very good quality. Or maybe try another varnish, or yeah, let me know. Because I've never, yeah, I think it might just be the paint quality, but yeah, just in case you have some ideas, let me know. But I'm looking forward to using this one. Yeah, I'm mostly taking the center thread because it's easier to unravel. But with this one, I can also use the outside thread. and not have the ball roll around, because yarn bowls tend to not work very well for me. The ball tends to kind of just flop out of the yarn bowl, so kind of defeats the purpose. So yeah, Maxine has one too. They're very useful. Yes. Love the color you painted the base, but I'm also a fan of natural wood. Yeah. So I really like just this closet as well. I was thinking of painting that, but I don't think I'm going to. Especially because this was my grandpa's closet. But I think for small things it's fine. And I was thinking to pull it more together to add some details here in this color. I don't know. I mean, once I put a ball of yarn on it, there'll be even more color. Yeah, so let me just see if the other camera is ready. I forgot to charge my phone, so I hope I'll have enough. Audrey asked, do you prefer wood, bamboo, or metal needles? I actually prefer metal. Yeah, I like the sharp tip, and I am using, I think this is bamboo. I am using bamboo ones now, but that was just because these were so short. This was one sock needle, and I cut it in half. Yeah, but I usually tend to use metal needles. Yeah, I think mainly because it feels faster for me. Yeah, I could put another coat of varnish on it. I think that might work. I'll try that first, and if that doesn't help, I'm sanding it, maybe, or just accepting the fact that it's a bit sticky and dust will stick to it a bit better. There we are. Always takes a bit of time. Momo. Momo wants the chair all to herself. Momo chair. Okay. Okay, fine. Oh, right. How many squares do you have left? Yes. Da da da. Da 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 da. I just hid it on Tuesday because I wasn't doing the blanket then. But yes, 8 squares. And this is the 8th square. So when I get here, I have 7. That is very logical, and I did not have to explain that. Yeah. Oh yeah, but talking about metal needles, so I usually do Chow-goo needles, but mainly because I love this cord. This, you know, it's a plastic layer on top of kind of this metal cord. This is the best circular cord ever. I'm not taking any questions. And especially the join here. I've never had such a good join on needles. I also have these from this Japanese brand. It's a Japanese brand, but they're called Sea Knit, so SEE knit. And yes, these are swivel. Yeah, Sea Knit, exactly. And these cords are not that nice. They have a little bit of memory. The joins are not that smooth, but still very smooth. But yeah, they are either wood or bamboo. Shirotake, exactly. Yeah, because there are two options: Shirotake and Kushitsu. Anyway, I know that one is better quality than the other. This one, I just decided to go for the best quality one. Oh yeah, Kushitsu. Yeah, I forgot which one this is. This is the more expensive one. Because I figured if I'm gonna be persuaded by a wooden or bamboo needle, it's gonna be the more expensive ones. And yes, they are very smooth. I do really like them. I'm just looking at it. I don't think these are the needles. How stupid. They just look like them. But I think these are the wooden tulip needles. Because I was just thinking, like, where is the join? Because of the Kushitsu, I only have the interchangeable ones. Yeah. But yes, they are swivel. How stupid. You have to wax them once in a while. Oh. I'm just gonna get them. Momo, don't steal my chair. Momo. Okay. It's my box of needles. So I have my first ever needle set. No, that's not true. My second needle set, the Knit Pro Zings. I do like them. I just mainly use the bigger sizes because for smaller sizes I don't like Knit Pro Zing at all, or you know, most of the Knit Pros. Here are some of the Kushitsu tips. Yeah, here's one of the needles, and yeah, I mean, I did remember correctly. I don't like their cord at all, and it, don't know if you can see that, but it has really bent here. Here it is still kind of in place, but I think, you know, this is a 5mm needle. I'm going to be knitting chunky yarn on this. The project is going to be quite heavy, but this cord is just not up to carrying that much weight, so it bent. So that was unfortunate. The wood or bamboo, I have no idea, is really nice. Oh, you said bamboo. Okay. Yeah. Bamboo. The other size I have of this must be on a project. But I do like the joins. They are just, you don't need a key for them. They're just, you know, you can just twist them with your hands, but they don't unscrew because they are swivel cord. So I do really like that. The Chowgu cord, on their very last release, Knit Pro does have a similar cord. This is turning into a needle masterclass. So this is Knit Pro. It's on their, well, some kind of like mindfulness range. So whether it's mindful or Zen or, you'll know the range when you see it. The packaging is mostly like this sea greeny blue, and this cord is very much like the mindful collection. This cord is very much like the Chowgu cord. The only thing that I don't understand is that they don't do fixed circulars. They only do interchangeables, and there's always a chance that it will unscrew, and I don't like that. I prefer using fixed circulars. Which they also didn't have of the Kushitsu, otherwise I would have gone for that. But but this one is, I do recommend those from Knit Pro. But nothing beats my Chowgus. I'm also trying Adi, the unicorn ones. The cables have a bit of memory, but it's quite good, still quite good. I don't like their selling point is this swirling pattern on the needle. I don't like that as much. It just feels a bit weird. It does mean that the stitches don't slide off that easily. That's nice. But yeah, the cord is really nice. Oh, they do have fixed. Okay, I'll be looking at those. Where I bought it, I could just choose interchangeable. Right, so this is the Knit Pro collection that I meant. Yeah. I also have these. These are so funny. Do you know the Clover brand for crochet hooks? They make knitting needles too. And I bought these in Japan. Years ago. It was 2014. 10 years ago I bought these. But I do sometimes use these for sleeves. They are so funny. And it says it has the size on there. And, it has the Japanese size. So I just drew it on there myself. But yeah, I thought these were really fun to try. And then I got these as well, super short circulars. I freaking hate these. These short circulars, I cannot knit with just my thumb and forefinger. Yeah, but it's good to try it out, I suppose. Right, I need to get knitting. Got my wingspan box for this because we have the actual game in this beautiful wooden box. And I'm not gonna throw out a good box like that. I think it's a big part of adulthood to recognize good boxes and that you need to keep them. DPNs for life. Yeah, I bought those in the world and it was horrible. Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I kind of do, because Magic Loop, you know, you have to get used to it, and it's not gonna be the first time that you try it that it's instantly nice, you know. And I suppose with these needles as well, I just need some more patience, but I can't. Yeah, my pinkies have nothing to hold on to. Yeah, exactly. I need somewhere to put my hands. Yes. I am curious though what your favorite needles are. Wooden, bamboo, metal, carbon. I tried one set of carbon needles. I also tried some resin needles. Did not like those. Yeah. But you know, needles can be really expensive. So I totally get it if you need to, you know, start with some needles that aren't that great. But I will say, if you're trying out knitting, and if you think, I'm no good at this, I can't do it, try some better needles, because I would get frustrated too if I used some of the needles out there. You know, I used to teach a lot of, hi, goedemorgen Aniek. I like different kinds of needles for different yarns. Oh, okay. I put up a poll. Oh, that's a great idea. Start a poll. Favorite needle material? And this is mostly for knitting needles, right? Because I think everyone kind of agrees for crochet hooks is metal, right? Unless. Okay, metal, bamboo, or wood. But do we group bamboo and wood together? I think we do, because they have the same properties. So I used to teach a lot of sock knitting workshops, and I teach sock knitting on circular needles, and a lot of shops would not, they didn't have Chowgu needles. They just had Knit Pro Zing interchangeable, or Knit Pro Symphony interchangeable, or or some other brand. And seriously, like, Knit Pro Zing is fine from 4mm up. My wood needles aren't bamboo. Yeah, no, duh, no. But I mean, no, but I do think they kind of have the same. Oh yeah, it could be birch. I think the Licca needles are birch, but they kind of have the same properties. They are more grippy. They are less sharp, usually the tip, and they are more grippy, so that the stitches, they're a bit more secure on your needles. With metal needles, they slide off easily, which also means you can knit faster, and they're sharper. So they kind of are very similar. But if you're learning sock needles on Knit Pro Zing, we're using the 2.25mm or the 2.5mm size. That join is just going to be so bad, and if people buy them straight in the store, then the cable just has all this memory in it, and we had to get a water boiler out, electric kettle, and pour boiling water on all those cables to get those curls out, because they're just not enjoyable to knit with straight out of the packet. Whereas Chowgu needles, you unpack them, good to go. And there was a lot of difference between classes that I taught in shops where they had Chowgu needles and where they only had Knit Pro interchangeables. Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of these like pale needles, I think they will be bamboo, and a lot of like my wooden needles are often a bit darker than this, and I think they use like mahogany for that. I've never tried birch, because I had just bought new needles when the Licca needles came out. They were so popular, so expensive too. But yeah, I just couldn't justify buying another needle set when I had just bought more Chowgu needles. Chris says, I always knit my socks magic loop Chowgu needles. Yeah, but struggle a bit when I do heel flap and gusset. Do you use an extra needle then? No, I don't, but there is a when I use heel flap and gusset, I do toe up, and when you do cuff down, heel flap and gusset, then I feel like I need more needles. But I just use 80 or 100 centimeter length, so I always have enough room to put the stitches on. Anik says, I knit mostly with metal, sometimes I use wooden. Yeah, same for me too. I'm just gonna leave the poll up for a while longer. Yeah, right now metal just has a little bit of they're in the lead a little bit. Oh, mama. Oh, by the way, I cast on some other socks, some new socks the other day. When I went to Edinburgh, because I wanted something to knit in the car. And I'm using Zauberball. And I think it's so fun. I have this so far. I used some other yarn for the toe because this Zauberball is 100% merino. Yes, from Shuppel. And so I used some other yarn for the toe. I'm not sure if it really goes with it. But there is some similar blue yarn in here, so yeah. Oh yeah, Atelier Citron is really nice too. I think a lot of indie dyers get their yarn from there. Yeah, that's it's just really fun. But I do want to try a different heel with this. So I think I'm finally gonna try the Fish Lips Kiss heel. Because it feels kind of ridiculous that I've never tried that. And I've always been kind of skeptical about it. So I'll try it out. But yeah, I only have 50 grams. So these will be short socks, I think. Oh, I always lose my hair clamps. There it is. Oh, and I find it here, I buy it immediately. Yeah, it is just really nice. And this is a little bit thicker. It is 300 meters per 100 grams. So it's more like it's a thicker sock yarn. So I only did 56 stitches for this one. Yeah. That's my road trip knitting. Oh, I really need to knit on my blanket. I'm making no progress, but it's really fun to chat about all the different types of needles. Natasha says, I've started your Son of the Pine shawl. Yay! I'm at the second repeat of the second lace pattern. Oh, nice. Yeah, the first part always goes really fast. That's what I like about those circular shawls. Yeah, how's it going so far? Are you enjoying it? No, it's a terrible pattern. Hi, Miranda. Nice to see you. I can join the stream for an hour and then I have the next meeting. Ah, so many meetings. I'm happy to keep you company. So we were just chatting about favorite knitting needles. So if you haven't voted yet, I'd love to see. And I guess if your favorite type of needle is wood or bamboo, and if you're knitting socks, I guess you would be using double pointed needles, because circular needles, I find that they break very quickly in the very small sizes. And most of them don't even have circular needles below 3mm, if it's wood or bamboo, but they do in double pointed needles. So let me know if you voted wood, if you also like using double pointed needles for socks. Natasha says, I was a stitch short at the start of the second lace pattern and I had trouble with one yarn over, but sorted it. I also printed your pattern in Dutch when I usually do the English version. All the Dutch terms threw me through a loop. Yeah, I'm so used to English knitting abbreviations. The Dutch ones just don't make as much sense to me. But yeah, I do think that for one of the lace patterns, I add just one stitch somewhere. It might be a different shawl pattern, but I remember adding a stitch somewhere. But it's good that you sorted it. Just that's how I would do it. You did that and still was one short. Okay. Well, it's good that you figured it out. Yay, 7 squares to go. Maxine says, I love using bamboo or wood needles, but just start using GPNs. They're very versatile, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to end the poll. It's pretty even. Pretty even. Metal needles have a slight lead. Slight win. Pretty even. I also put in lifeline just in case. Oh yeah, that's very clever. I don't want to risk anything with lace projects. This will probably be my only knitting for the day because I have something really boring to do the rest of the day, which is updating my website behind the scenes thing. And I'm gathering the courage to do that because I don't understand it, so I'm worried that I'll do something wrong and that I'll break my website. But I have to do it. I have to. Miranda says I use bamboo, wood, and metal. For socks, I use metal. Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. For bigger needle sizes, I'm okay with using wood or bamboo needles. Oh, I also almost finished the machine knit sweater that I was working on last week. I just have to do the neck ribbing, but it's really difficult deciding how many stitches to pick up. I already had to rip it all out because I picked up not enough stitches, and the ribbing was just like, you know, it was pulling on the sweater, made it look weird. but I did some ribbing on the machine and it turned out quite nice. So this is fake ribbing because they're all knit stitches, but there is a space here, so it looks like ribbing, and it's double and then cast off and sewn together, all on the machine, which was very tedious to do. Yeah, but I wanted to give it a try and I think it looks nice, but I did not want to do that for the neckline. Yeah, but I do, yeah, I'm still just practicing, but yeah, I think it looks nice so far. Yeah. Here's the neckline on my previous sweater, and this is kind of how I'm going to do it again, but picking up the stitches is just really it's really difficult. And I'm used to, if you're picking up stitches along a straight edge like this, horizontal, I pick up every stitch. If I pick up stitches along a straight vertical edge, I pick up 3 stitches for every 4 rows. But for a diagonal one, you need a lot of stitches. I also think you need to pick up each stitch because, yeah, I don't really know why, but my usual 3 out of 4 does not work for a V-neck. Yeah. So I might just do a round neck next time I do a sweater because V-neck is too difficult. Yeah, but next week my mom is here and she wants to knit a cardigan on the machine, so I should really think about what kind of cardigan we can knit on there. Yvonne asks, do you have plans for the next project? I have lots of ideas. But no, I haven't decided yet. But I think I really like the idea of doing a summer top. Yeah, I think that might be nice. But at the same time, I have tons of projects I need to finish, so yeah. Maybe for the next live stream, I'll be knitting the ribbing of my next machine sweater. I'm not sure. Or I could turn the live stream on while I knit a machine sweater. But I don't think that's as much fun because the knitting machine makes a lot of sound. So I won't be able to talk, I don't think. Because it'll have to turn the volume down. I really want to make a summer wreath for on the front door as well. I want to make one with lots of sunflowers. Oh! I finished another square. Six squares. Let's go. Oh, that would be nice seeing you machine knit. Always nice to knit summer tops. Maybe I'll knit a summer top on the machine. No, I'm not sure. I'm currently knitting a summer top on 2.5mm needles. That's dedication. That I started months ago, winging it, so it should be interesting how it turns out. Oh, I love that. I love winging it. Hello. She's kicking me. Momochi. Hey. Hello. Little kitty cat. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, could make stuff on the machine. Maxine says, I went to a workshop where we made summer wreaths. It hangs on my garden shed door. Oh, I'm very proud of it. Oh, nice. Is it like a wreath with, with dried flowers? Or what did you make it out of. I bought a couple of wreaths, like the base for it, during the Christmas sale. So just after Christmas, a lot of those things are on sale. So I got some Christmas baubles, a whole bag for £1, and I got some wreath bases. So I have a couple to start from, because I think for making a wreath yourself, the most difficult part is the base. So I figured I just buy that. Especially if I want to put knitting and crochet stuff on it. You know, I could make a wreath myself from like branches, but I kind of want them to last. So I just bought one from the shop. Other dried flowers. Okay, nice. Ivana says, I remember the beginning of your blog when Momo had eaten a bit of yarn. Aww. Oh, yeah, that was so scary. She really had eaten like over a meter long of yarn. Oh. So I'm always very... I always keep an eye on her now. You know, but that was when she was a kitten. So she was playing with everything, and then she just ate that yarn while we weren't looking. Yeah. It all turned out fine. But yeah, I've always just kept an eye on her from that moment. Yeah, over a meter. Yeah, I'd never done that before. It was great fun. The base was twig nestled in a circle. Yeah, that's the kind of base that I bought now as well. I think it would be very easy to attach stuff on there. Yeah, back when she was very young, we used to tie a feather to a piece of string and then play with her like that. And then at one point we could only find the feather and not the thread, so we were like, okay. I thought Tim must have thrown it away, and Tim thought I must have thrown it away. But Momo ate it. And the next day, Tim was out on his motorbike. And Momo started to puke, and then I saw a little bit of the string coming out, and I thought, oh no, I know how long that piece of string is. And it was cotton, so it was sturdy. And I thought, oh no, 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 no. And it was Sunday, of course it was Sunday. So our closest vet was not open. So we had to take her to a specialist clinic. Best clinic ever. That was, yeah, we were really lucky. And we went there. She had to get an operation. But the vet, super professional. And Momo was only 6 months old. Instead of leaving her at the clinic, the vet herself, she took Momo home with her so that she could keep an eye on her. That was just so sweet. And we were waiting for the phone call, and it was kind of, we were thinking like, oh, you know, is she gonna make it? So it was very scary, a couple of hours, but she made it, and yeah. And in the same operation, they how do they call it with cats? Like not neutered, but like for female cats. Sterilized? I don't know. She had to get that procedure before she was 1 year old, so they just combined that, so she would only have to do the one operation and not have to go back. But yeah, she fully recovered and she has not eaten yarn since. Yeah, she is 6 years old now. 6 years. We had a cat who ate the tinsel out of the Christmas tree. Oh, saw it hanging from her bum. Oh no. We quickly removed the tinsel from the tree and I've never used it again. Oh no. Did she only eat a small piece? And do you mean like the really like fuzzy tinsel, or like engelenhaar? I don't know what that's called here. Maybe it's also called angel's hair. Just these really short pieces of metallic. A few strands. The glittery type. So is it like engelenhaar? I know, I think I get the picture. Oh boy. Oh, Angelina. Yes, that's yeah. That's the English term. Polyester, yeah. It looks so pretty. But we never put it in a Christmas tree because it was too much cleanup. It's also used for spinning. Oh. Yes, as a matter of fact, I think I have spun with it before. It was in one of the art bats that I bought once. Every time when I go from one square to the next, it's always a bit difficult. Good lord. I think it's because I've woven some ends in here. Isn't Angela haar curly? No, the straight strands, yeah. At least that's what I think. Oh, there are different kinds. I just know the straight ones. The more you know. It does always look so pretty. And we have reached another square. Woohoo! 5 squares to go. Oh my. I'm getting there. The final countdown. Only 5. I was just thinking like, oh, I wonder what our Christmas this year is gonna be like, because I hope we'll have our house by then. But I really don't know. But we did see a nice property, and I think I'm gonna ask if we can have a viewing. House hunt is always such a roller coaster, because you're very hopeful, but then you don't want to be too hopeful because there's a big chance that it won't happen. Ooh. So yeah, but you know, it might just be the one. I have this property alert, so I see about like 10 every day on my phone. and I hadn't seen this one because it's slightly above our budget, so that's why I don't think it's gonna happen. Slightly above our budget. But a friend of mine sent it to me. Like, have you seen this one? And I was like, no. And it's like this old, it's not a farm, but this very old building. And it has a conservatory, you know, like all glass windows around the room, and you can see the garden. And the garden is 3 acres. That's like 3 football fields. Which is insane. But yeah, but it needs a lot of work. So it was very much reduced in price. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Keeps sliding off the table, so just putting a weight on it. was at the end of this square too. And then we're halfway done with this side. I was also thinking for, oh, sorry Momo. I was also thinking for a possible next make along. I have a ton of vintage knitting magazines, and we could pick a pattern from there and struggle together as we try to understand the pattern. The problem is that most of the patterns are in Dutch, but I don't know, it might be fun. That's a lovely idea. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think I was inspired by, you probably know, Retro Claude. She has a knitting channel, and she tries all of these vintage knitting patterns. And I always think it's very interesting just to see. And then mine aren't that vintage. They're maybe from like the 70s or the 80s, like not from the 40s, where most of her patterns come from. But yeah, I have this whole bunch of magazines from my grandma's house. So a lot of Ariadne magazines, some Hema magazines. Might just be fun to browse, and then if we see something. Oh, there was a really good one. Oh yes, 4 squares. Woo. 4 squares to go. Squares to go. I can imagine this clashes very much with the jazzy background music. There was one sweater, and it's amazing. You probably know these Swedish matchboxes with like a swallow on it. You know, it always says this thing in Swedish, säkerhetstandstickor or something. I don't have the... Oh, let's see if I can find a picture. Säkerhetstandstickor sweater. But you know what the matchbox looks like. But it's a Dutch pattern. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So it's from a Dutch magazine, Ariadne, from 1983. I'll just put the photo on here because that's easier than that's much quicker than trying to find the words, the magazine. Okay, I'm just gonna paste the image on the screen so and tell me, isn't this the best sweater you've ever seen? I want to make this. I want to make this sweater. Isn't it the best? Look, she's even got suspenders. Oh, it's the best. And this may be more accessible to do because it is probably charted. So difficult though, but holy moly. It might even all be like embroidered, you know? It might just be a big square and then embroidered. But it's amazing, isn't it? So I have the pattern with I have the magazine with that pattern. Yeah, it's on Ravelry as well. But just the photo, I think. Let's sign in. Let's actually see. Yeah, no, the pattern is not on there. Oh, it's only one size. Oh man. That is, I mean, yeah. I'm just going to see in the project pages if it's color work. The sleeves are color work. Oh. And then the sweater is mostly embroidery. Oh boy. What are we thinking? Yeah. When I finish my blanket, we'll look through the magazines and we'll pick one. Okay? I think that's a good idea. And you know, you don't have to do this with me, but I think it will be really fun, and I've really wanted to knit this, so we might. No, thank you. Yeah. I just think it's so funny. Four squares to go. So yeah, I'm not gonna finish that on this stream because it's almost 12, and I really need to do the boring thing today. What is happening? Yeah. My website is moving to another web host. It's kind of like switching to another internet provider or something. So, but I've never done it before. Don't know how easy it will be. I'm noping on this one. You know, it's good to procrastinate and just finish the knitting. Yeah, but this, I really need to do the boring thing. Because my old web host, their company is closing down, or at least it's being taken over by some other company. So my contact is no longer going to be my contact. So it's just easier if I move. And they're also like waiting on me to move. And Nothing will make me do stuff faster than if someone else is waiting on me. But it also means that I just feel bad every step of the way because I think they're waiting on me. You know? And I'm just worried that it'll involve a lot of website stuff that I do not understand. So yeah. You know, I might just finish this with just one 50-gram ball. That's good news. But I will have to update the pattern for that, because if people buy 2 balls and then have 1 ball left over, some can be really mad. So, and I get it. So I'll update the pattern as soon as I've actually finished this, and when I know for sure if it only takes 1 ball. I mean, luckily this yarn is so versatile that you can use it for anything. For socks, sweater, shawl, mittens. I think if we do end up making a pattern together from the old magazines that I have, I'll have to check with them if it's legal at all to share the pattern, you know? I don't know what's the usual amount of years before something is public domain. But you know, the magazine is still ongoing today, so I bet it's easy for me to reach out to them and check. Oh, bye, Miranda. See you next time. Good luck with the meeting. Thank you, Miranda. I'll have one last live stream on Tuesday, and then they're arriving later that day. So maybe I'll see you next Tuesday. And I think it's fair to say I'm going to finish the blanket on Tuesday. Because holy moly, I only have 3 squares to go. Just one more stitch. Yes. Yeah, no. Oh, you can't make it. Oh no, Audrey. Oh. Yeah, I'll be back after the 17th because my family's here until the 17th. So I'll be here next week Tuesday, and then the next one after that is Tuesday the 21st. And then also Thursday 23rd. But you know, I'll be sure to squawk about this blanket everywhere because holy frickin' moly. This has taken me, I don't even know how long. I should check my Ravelry. Projects. Sampler blanket. Started. Oh no! I don't have a date. Okay, then I'll check my first couple of photos. Blankets. Oh, come on. How can I not find a single photo? Oh, there it is. From okay, the video series was from November 2022, and I think I started in spring of that year, so spring 2022. Okay, so now it's spring 2024. It's not that bad. 2 years. 2 years. Yes. Oh wait. Oh, sorry about that. And we only have this much left to go. Oh, I need to update the text. Three squares. Wow. It is finally happening. And we've had so many countdowns. We had the countdown when I was finishing the last square of the 80 squares, the actual knitting, when I was finishing the sewing together of all of the squares, and now the border. Oh, good God. I do not recommend this pattern to anyone. Do not do this. I need to make a disclaimer about this pattern. Maybe I can maybe I can make a separate pattern for like things to do with your squares, like a pillow, because God. Anyway, I will be finishing this on Tuesday. I'll be here from 12 to 2. Unless my mom is arriving earlier in the day, then I might do the live stream earlier. Just because I want to be here when she arrives. So yeah. Or she might just be here for the live stream. Anyway, I will see you hopefully on Tuesday. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. I had a lot of fun, and then after my family leaves, we'll have a look at what we'll do for future live streams, and maybe it'll be the Matchbox sweater, maybe not. We will see. So again, thank you so much. I'm going to have some lunch and then gather the courage to do the website stuff. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.